All right, it is Mental Health Monday. I want to talk about mental reframing techniques today because if anybody else is experiencing what I'm experiencing, the slow tick-tocking of this COVID thing and the general global climate and the election year and all of that stuff is just slowly kind of sucking away at my concentration, and I've been feeling super fuzzy brained and scattered and not productive for a very long time. And the only way I know how to get out of a rut like this is to practice mental reframing techniques. So what are those? Mental framing techniques involve looking at the subliminal beliefs and opinions you hold about yourself and evaluating the way you talk about yourself internally and externally to kind of reframe it in a bit more positive light. So a really common example of reframing is saying thank you instead of I'm sorry. For example, you might be used to saying, I'm sorry I'm late. And instead, with reframing, you would say, thank you for waiting for me. In this small subliminal reframing, you're challenging an inner belief you may have about yourself. I'm just terrible with time. And you're reframing it into something positive, saying, other people are willing to wait for me. You can apply mental reframing to every aspect of your life. As long as you're being honest with yourself and working towards your shortcomings, mental reframing is a really important technique in order to lessen the emotional mental load you may carry in adverse situations. To start mental reframing, you need to evaluate how you already talk about yourself in relation to other people. It's the quickest way to identify what beliefs and opinions you hold about yourself. I do this, for example, in work emails. I'll write out a work email and then I'll reread it and say, what beliefs about myself am I injecting into this? Maybe I'm injecting a belief that I don't understand what I'm doing or I'm not a good employee. And I can reframe that and rewrite it to say I'm learning and I'm discovering something. Once you've practiced applying mental reframing in the ways that you talk about and describe yourself to other people, you can start catching the way you describe yourself to yourself. For example, this past weekend, I was sitting around and I was looking at how messy my house was. I was like, I can't believe I am such a terrible housekeeper. I am so disorganized. And I paused and said, wait a minute. I'm going to reframe this. I'm really tired. I've been super busy. And even though all of those are true, I've managed to make dinner, take a shower, take care of my pets, and do it with grace and an even attitude. So I'm doing much better than I think, and I'll get to the stuff that is being neglected when I can.